So I've talked about this before, but I want to touch upon something else when it comes to modern Christian YouTubers. And specifically, I have concerns about the sale of merchandise. I understand that ministry costs money. I understand that building the Lord's kingdom costs money. It doesn't necessarily have to, but in the world we live in, it almost kind of does, unfortunately. But at the same time, turning a profit and building a ministry are two very different things. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers, especially in this day and age, dance that fine line. You know, do you really have to sell a $40 sweater to build the Lord's kingdom, or is that lining your pockets? It's a very tricky tightrope to walk, and I get it. You know, a lot of these ministries are viewer supported, so every single penny helps. But you got to be very careful not to idolize that money over building the Lord's kingdom. The analogy I would make is, think about how Jesus felt when he walked into the great temple and found that it was full of money changers and it had basically become a market. You know, I believe the exact words were, "You have turned my Father's house into a den of vipers." Gotta be very careful not to do that in this day and age, especially on a platform and in an ecosystem as complex as YouTube.